Welcome back to the Asylum. I'm Kane.
And I'm Jasean.
And we are the Arkham Inmates. And happy Friday, everybody. It is another Fancast Friday. We have done a lot of Fancast Fridays so far into the year, and we have been kind of on a binge of doing the old classic cartoons. We did Avatar, we did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Danny Phantom, all of like those kid shows that we grew up with that we really love, Ben 10, all that stuff. But we're gonna kind of dial it back into what we really love and good at, and to what we started with is the classic superheroes and more of superhero content, and just trying to give you guys a little bit of something different rather than this trend that we've been doing, so to speak. So for this Fancast Friday, we will be fan casting for Spawn. Which, if you don't know who Spawn is, Spawn's one of the most powerful comic book characters ever created, and really dope, dark, very, very dark comics, created by Todd McFarlane, also the guy that made Venom, and he's just very awesome world, very awesome visuals, and very dark storytelling, and just really dope, awesome character, overpowered. I know you're not a giant Spawn guy, but
I still like the character.
Yeah, I love Spawn, so I definitely had a lot of fun with this. But let's not dilly-dally, let's get right into it. Alright, so you already know how this goes. I go first, Jasean goes second, and we figure out whose story is the best. So, my movie title for the Spawn movie is called Spawn and the 9 Kings of Hell. Here is my movie. Armageddon has come. The world is nothing but raging fires and destroyed cities. After finally defeating and killing Malboja, Spawn carries Violator's severed head on his side, leading him through the 9 rings of hell. Spawn has now set out on a new mission to rid hell of all of its kings and priests that will lead him to Mephisto, where he'll banish him from hell for eternity in order to rule hell as he sees fit. If anyone or anything stands in his way, they will wish they hadn't. After Spawn has completed this mission, he knows that he will soon have to set his eyes above to the heavens and vanquish the angels and banish God himself to the same fate as Mephisto in order to recreate Earth in his final image without heaven or hell.
That was a lot, dude. But I get
Not really. That's actually my shortest one I've ever written. A lot of my other ones are really short.
It sounds good.
Really long. This one's right to the point. There's no fat on this at all, actually. So, do you know this storyline at all, or no?
Yeah, I know the storyline. Yeah, I actually really, I know Spawn. Like, I know his backstory.
I'm kind of pulling from the Armageddon storyline.
Yeah.
So Spawn Armageddon, basically, if you don't know Spawn, so Spawn Armageddon is basically where he goes after Satan and God, and he basically it ends with God and Satan and MOM, which if you don't know MOM is, that's Man of Miracles. They all vanquish Spawn at the end, so they don't really kill. Spawn doesn't kill them, but it's an endless battle. They are exactly the same amount of power. So it's an endless fight, because neither one of them can die without the other one doing something. So the comic ends with them just wiping him from existence, because he's like, I don't want to fight y'all for eternity.
Yo.
So, man, whatever. Fucking, we are in the South. What are you talking about? Fucking, but I really love the aspect of having Al kind of just kind of like get over, like, just kind of over all the bullshit. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to rule hell myself. I'm going to make sure I'm the highest being there is. So I'm kind of taking away the liberty that he can't, like, beat God or Satan or Mephisto. So I had in my story, like, he would overthrow them and banish them away from his realm, and then he recreates Earth in his image as God, Spawn. So that's kind of what I went with. I really love that storyline. I kind of want to see a movie of that, like my own imagining of that. Main villain is Mephisto, obviously, because this movie's he's not going against God in this movie. That would be the sequel. This is mainly him with Hell and Mephisto.
Question real quick.
Yeah.
Do you know who your producers are?
My producers?
Yeah, because it sounds like a lot of CGI. I'm just kidding. They better give you a fuck ton of money.
Lionsgate, Disney. My sub-villains are all just the Kings of Hell, just kind of like the demons, all the stuff that he's going to be battling. My cast is very short. This isn't like a lot of drama. This isn't a lot of people stuff. Armageddon has already wiped the Earth, so there's no humans. It's just Spawn. So my cameos are only 2. So Michael J. White, because he was the original movie Spawn, and I would love him to just kind of be like a demon or something, you know, or like his voice, or kind of like just there, like something of the sort. Maybe if we're in flashbacks and he's getting killed or something, you know, by a demon or getting his head ripped off. Then I have Wanda, which is Spawn's love, and it would kind of be like vision. So like Malboja or Mephisto, when he's fighting him, would give him like visions of the Wanda, you know, something like that. It would be that kind of cameo.
Cheating bitch.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. But so basically, I have it as, so the cast is Spawn is gonna be CGI, or in other words, it's gonna be like kind of Darth Vader. He's gonna be masked the whole time. We're not gonna see Al under it. We don't need to see. It's gonna be his mask, because his mask moves with it, kind of like Deadpool. Okay. Like if you took out all the scenes where Deadpool takes his mask off, just Deadpool, it's still fine. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with voice actor. So I'm gonna do Keith David, which is the original Spawn. Okay. Which his voice, like whenever I hear his voice, it's Spawn. Like I would not want anyone else to voice Spawn than him. Okay. Even in the original movie with Michael J. White, he did a good job, but nothing beats Keith David. Violator, this is another kind of callback. I would want John Leguizamo to come back to play Violator. Kind of reprise his role, but all he is a severed head that can just talk. So I would just want, probably, I guess, you know what they do with Tony Stark, or like where they just the head part, and then we can CGI or even do the practical makeup, you know. But Violator is one of my favorite characters in Spawn. He's just such a great villain, but also him turning into the fat slobby clown. Yeah. And then I grew up with the movie, and I love John Leguizamo. You know, him doing like why do we like just the way he runs around, like really fucking like scuttling, and then he's just like, all right, you motherfucker. Like he's just so funny. So I feel like I kind of took inspiration from there's a Batman comic where he carries Joker's head around in a lamp. I forgot what it's called, but it's a really cool comic where Joker talks to him. But the head is just a head. He's not actually talking. It's just Batman's crazy. But I kind of did that route. Mephisto, I think you'll like this. Mephisto, I have Gary Oldman.
Okay.
Yeah, because his like Bram Stoker's Dracula, but also like he's just a good villain at times. But I could also see him like, I want him to be old, but not like decrepit. But I don't want him super young. I want him like, you know, with the crazy fire hair and just Gary Oldman's such an amazing actor. So I could see him as the devil. Malboja, which is just going to be kind of in the beginning of the movie. It's going to be them fighting is the start. So he's going to die off quick, but it's going to be completely CGI'd character, as obviously. So Steve Blum. You know, just really low guttural voice Wolverine, you know, like as a demonic character of Malboja. And obviously they're going to do some tweaking to make it very demonic sounding, but his voice is already really good for that. And then Wanda,
dude, I thought you said this was a short cast.
That's only...
Can you fucking hurry up?
It's only 5 characters.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh, okay, sorry, taking your fucking time. But Wanda is just going to be cameo. Mephisto's like going to turn into Wanda. But I was thinking like for kind of like age appropriate, but Angela Bassett, which is Black Panther's mom. I think that'd be like a cool, just like, whoa, she's in this, you know? But that's kind of it.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Fucking God.
Bro, I just wanted something really simple, really to the point, no fat, just complete action. Just in hell the entire time, going through the realms of like the 9 rings and just fucking slaying demons. And give
just
it all
a good,
to Spawn.
CGI movie. Action movie.
Yeah. Just fucking blockbuster, you know? Fucking Blumhouse probably would. Actually, you know, there's your producers, Blumhouse. Yeah, Blumhouse would probably take that shit and just ruin it. But hey, it'd still be fun to watch. But let's see if Jasean has something better. All right, so now we're going to get into Jasean's Spawn Fancast.
Now, we don't typically do this on our Fancast Fridays. We kind of personalize them. But like I was saying before, I really enjoy Spawn's character. And because his movie came out in 97, I really want an origin movie with him.
Oh, so you're going back to Origin?
I want an origin movie.
Origin,
it's just too good not to
his
have...
origin's amazing. The only reason I didn't do it is because we already got it. And
but it's like, it's been so fucking long.
You know what's funny, though? A lot of people shit on that movie. It fucking holds up. It is so over the top and crazy. And it's definitely nowhere near the comics, but it fucking holds up for the 97, right? Yeah, for 97 it holds up. And I mean, John Leguizamo as Violator is hilarious, and
so it's just like I really want to see like we get so many fucking Batman movies. It's like, why not?
Yeah, and they always redo this, or Spider-Man too.
So I have
cool. All right, so the movie title.
Mine would be called Spawn Rebirth.
Spawn Rebirth. Okay,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah,
comic,
cool.
but it's
yeah.
also Rebirth, like coming back.
Yeah, yeah, I like it.
Al Simmons is a highly trained assassin and soldier who eventually becomes a part of the CIA. He starts questioning his morality behind the government's actions and missions they partake in, and starts shaking trees in high places. It especially catches the attention of his longtime superior, Jason Wynn, and Jason decided he was too much of a liability and ordered his partner, Chapel, to silence him. After his death, his soul was sent to hell for all the killings of the innocents, but while in hell, Al made a deal with the demon to get a chance to see his wife again. But he comes back only to find out 5 years have passed and discovers he's some kind of hellspawn with no memories, only for this demon to appear in front of him and tell him his purpose is to do his bidding. But while coming to his own conclusions on his purpose, as he once did in the CIA, he becomes an anti-hero taking on gangs and crime known as Spawn.
I like it. I mean, to be fair, I don't think how no one could not like it.
Yeah.
It's the exact origin story.
I know we do.
We try
my
to make
cameo.
it different.
My cameo is gonna have my villain in it. Towards like you'll understand.
Okay.
But we'll talk about the go ahead. Talk.
I mean, I'm glad you already stated and pointed out that yours is not for a lack of a better term, I mean personal, but like not creative.
Yeah.
Like there's no creative liberties.
It's just
like mine is completely. I also too took a storyline that I really loved, which was God Spawn.
You put your rap
like Spawn Armageddon and God Spawn. I kind of mixed it together, but I did my own thing.
Yeah.
Whereas yours is like
just the origin.
Yeah.
And then we have such like a wide variety of casting nowadays. Like
anybody, yeah.
So,
and there, when I was looking at casting, I know I settled for Keith David just because it's like it fits in my head. There's so many people that could really pull off Spawn.
And I'm also saying like, just we have so many more actors that can get bigger limelight now.
Yeah.
That didn't. And when I think of Spawn, there was this one actor who immediately came to my head who I really
did you put him down? Okay, we'll get to that. But another thing I was saying also, like you were saying, so in 1997, the only movies that were comic book movies that were coming out was like Blade, was like really dark movies. Same with like Hellboy and then like other stuff. But Spawn kind of got snuffed because I love the fucking movie, I really do. But like superheroes weren't loved like that back then. So now, when someone's like, I want to make a superhero movie, they're like, here's $6 billion. You know? So, and they are actually, funny enough, they're making a Spawn movie right now. I think, I don't know, I keep seeing this around, but apparently the director is in works with Jamie Foxx to be
Spawn?
Al, which I love Jamie Foxx, and I think Jamie Foxx looks like Al in the comics too. I feel like he could definitely pull it off. I just don't like the voice. I think Jamie's is a little bit.
Well, my guy that I picked has a good deep voice.
A good deep voice.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, but like I was saying, I think Spawn is shafted so much, and he deserves this. So yours being not really creative through it, but a solid just origin story in like 2025.
It's like a Batman Begins.
Exactly. Yeah. In our modern age. Yeah. And rated R as hell. Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So cameos.
Should I do my villain first? Oh, well,
I guess. Your main villain.
So my main. It would be towards the end when he starts like coming to his own conclusions on what type of person he wants to be as Spawn.
Yeah. Isn't it Win?
I would want it to be Win, yes.
Yeah.
But there's like two kind of. But I would want it to be Overkill. Like when he starts taking on gangs and stuff, I'd want a cameo of Overkill, like he's running those gangs.
Okay.
That he's taking on towards the end, like.
Okay.
And then the movie just closes out, type of thing. But in the beginning, I would want it to be like more of a Jason Wynn.
Just and then him beating Malboja.
Him. But I don't really want him discovering his past.
Did you watch the original TV show?
I've seen a few things on the original TV show.
They do that so well with kind of like. Really, like, there really is no main villain. It's just how disgusting the city is. Yeah. And they do it well. I will ask, though, because your story is just an origin story, which it might follow whatever line. Is Violator a big part, like he is? Or are you just kind of...
Not at all, not yet. Because this is like I was just about to say, I don't even want him to like fully understand who his wife is yet. Like he's getting.
So the movie ends with him just still confused.
A bit confused.
Just like fully getting. Okay, I'm this now.
Yeah, this is what I am.
And then the second movie would be that big blockbuster.
She is a cameo.
I like that. Okay, so Wanda's a cameo.
So Overkill would be my cameo for the end.
Yeah.
His wife would be a cameo. Terry would be a cameo,
Terry.
and the
Terry.
and the, and the
Fuck
daughter,
I don't
Kayan.
give a fuck. Cyan?
Cyan.
Yeah.
She'd be
Fuck
a cameo.
Terry.
But for the wife, I picked Rochelle. AT.
Well, your finger's in the way.
sorry.
But Rochelle Eights.
Eights?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know who that is yet.
You do. She's from White Chicks. She's the TV reporter.
Oh, the really good looking one. Oh my god. Yo, she does look like one. That's pretty fire.
I was thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
And then for Terry, I
Fuck
did
Terry.
Tyler James Williams from Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah, okay.
which is
Yeah. Okay, I know that guy.
And then for the daughter, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I put any black child will do. Cause like I don't know any like 5-year-old child.
No, that's what I'm saying, and that's why when I was texting you the other day, the fucking when we did this is a little sidetrack. When we did the Fancast Fridays for all the kids shows,
Yeah.
I don't know about you, it was so hard for me
Certain
to
things are
find
just
kids.
difficult. Yeah.
No freaky.
Because
it was
you gotta
hard to find children.
You gotta understand like finding
There's no way to say
finding like a kid actor
Yeah.
right now is a bit easier, but finding
Yeah.
a kid actor that's of color, that's like a child,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was like, what the
Well,
fuck?
also that fits the age.
Yeah,
Like
that's-
you either have to make your story
No,
10
that's what I'm
years
saying.
older.
I found like
or,
I found instantly like 5 to 10 like white kid actors like this that are her age like this is. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, cool. I'm like, all right, I need a black one. I'm like,
You know what's crazy? Every time I needed like a black kid in my story,
Mm-hmm.
it was either the kid from Stranger Things or the kid from It. It was one
I
of
got
the fucking two.
when I
dude.
was getting looking
Like-
for a girl, I was finding what's her name, Storm Reed or whatever.
Yeah, Stormy for
but
everything.
she's too old now. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But yeah, so any fucking black child actor, just pick one.
Any little black child.
Now for my main cast, for Spawn, I picked D.B. Woodside. He plays in Lucifer as Amedeo, the brother.
Oh!
I instantly thought,
Oh! That's so good! And
his
his voice
voice.
is so oh!
wouldn't that be so good? I was in the shower like, who should that be? I was in the shower yesterday thinking about this.
Yo! I didn't recognize the name, but I know the exact character. Damn, that's a good ass Spawn.
Yeah.
You know he'd be mean with it too.
Yeah.
He would be like, oh, I get to play Spawn? Fuck yeah.
And for Jason, his name is David Lim. You probably haven't seen this. It's a TV show called SWAT. You know
No, I
the
haven't
main
seen that.
dude from Derek Morgan from Criminal Minds, black dude.
Yeah, I know that dude.
He has his own show called SWAT.
Okay.
And there's this really buff Asian dude named, I don't know his name in the show, but the actor's name is David Lim, and I instantly
Okay.
was thinking of like, I want like a buffer kind of Asian man, and I was like, oh, that show's SWAT, because I was watching some crime shit the other day.
Yeah.
Just thinking-
I mean, that works.
yeah. For Chapel, Omar Hardwick, he's the main guy in Power, the next dude.
Is Power's what?
A black TV, it's like BET TV show. I'll show you the guy.
Is it superheroes, all right? Is
No.
it Power superhero? Oh man, there's something else. I thought it was Powers the Machine Gun Kelly with.
This guy.
Yeah, I know him.
So that's his partner that kills him.
Oh.
That's gonna be Chapel, but I think he'd be perfect for that because of Power.
Yeah.
So, and then the demon, who brings
Which
him
one?
back and stuff.
Malboja or Violator?
I don't know the specific name of the
So
demon. who brings-
Malboja's the one
Mhm.
that says you will be my hellspawn, and I send you back. Violator's his babysitter, the one, the clown.
No, not the
the clown.
babies, the one that brings him back.
Malboja.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want
CGI, I'm guessing.
Yes, because
Okay.
you're gonna understand why.
Okay.
Andy Serkis. With
Ah,
that
yeah,
CGI,
the goat. The goat.
I would want him
That's
in
why
CGI.
he's the goat.
I would want him in CGI doing what he did.
Yeah.
For Lord
Oh,
of the
dude,
Rings.
dude. King Kong.
Dude.
Fucking Caesar.
But I was very excited for this. That's why I wanted Origin Story, because when I thought of that actor yesterday in the shower, I was like, for Spawn.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I want.
You
like,
gotta
an
give him
origin.
his flowers.
Yeah.
So you gotta give him that fleshed out stuff.
I want-
See, mine, I think that works for mine because Keith David already is Spawn. So having him just be in another story
Mm-hmm.
works. But yours, so is that it? That's all your.
Yeah, that was everyone. That was covered in my story. I had a main villain. I had Jason for the main
Okay,
villain.
yeah, no, dope. It's hard to say. It's hard to not like yours
Yeah.
because yours is Spawn, the
Yeah.
origin.
Well, that's why I
so-
said we usually don't do it. We usually put our own spin on certain things.
Yeah,
since we all
always
know.
our own spin. So
But
that's-
it's like
yeah.
Spawn is just
I'm
something
glad you said that before, because if you didn't, and you're like, okay, it's called Spawn Rebirth, and then you just said the fucking origin,
Yeah.
I would have roasted you. I would have been like, buddy,
Yeah.
you just stole the whole origin, buddy.
Yeah, no. But-
Shit. Oh, man. But, is it gonna beat mine? All right, so you've heard both stories. You've heard mine, Spawn, and the 9 Rings of Hell.
And mine, Spawn, Rebirth.
Now, which one would you rather go and see? If you had to sell your soul to Malboja or Mephisto, and you only got to watch one movie before you dragged your bootylicious ass to hell, what would you watch? Would you watch him over here kind of just rebooting everything, or would you watch mine, where he fucking takes on God and Satan himself, alright? I mean, I like reboots,
Wait.
but...
What'd you say yours was about? What'd you just say?
Mine was about taking on God and Satan.
That's it?
The 9 Rings. You funny bitch. You fucking bitch. I fell for that. Son of a bitch. No! But if you fucking really loved my story, then let me know. If you really loved Jasean's stories, let us know. It is up to you to decide which one you would rather go see. But that is all that we have for the Fancast Friday today. We hope you're having a good one. And we love you so much. And we hope that you subscribe, like, all that stuff. You already know how to do. We have, like, probably 30 of these now. It's fucking halfway into the... Not halfway, but we're pretty good into the year now.
We're going to stop doing them pretty soon.
No, we are not.
Because
we'll never stop. And we will never run out. We're
running out of characters.
We'll just reboot the other characters we've done.
We'll just do other stories.
We'll do sequels to the stories we've already done. We'll figure it out. But either way, thank you so much for being one of the inmates here at the asylum. Peace. Every time.